What is up, peoples of the internet? Well, so today's gonna be total drama my way. Well, okay, the first episode is where you have to jump off a 60-foot high cliff, and then the first team to build the hot tub wins. So, yes, I still think the Screaming Gophers still win. And the Killer Bass, instead of voting Ezekiel, they vote Stacy out. Because I think he has no potential to be here. And yeah, she's gone. Next challenge is the one you have to stay awake in. So, for me, I think now the Killer Bass win. Because I still think without Sadie, I think they would do a little bit better since Katie would focus more and she'll do better. So I think they would vote off. For me, I think they would vote off Justin. So, but he has more screen time in action. So, yeah. So next challenge is dodgeball. I still think the same thing happens. Noah still gets out. Because they still have Harold and Justin doesn't really change anything. And for me, I think for the talents, I think they have Bridget St. Courtney still gets hit by the light in her guitar breaks. And then they have Harold, and instead of having DJ, they have Tyler. And I'm going to say Harold messes up, and they will vote off the weakest person on the team. Goodbye, Katie. Next challenge is where they have to survive in the woods. You have to survive in the woods overnight, and the first team to make it back to camp wins. So really, I think Owen and Izzy messes it up for their team, because without Sadie and Katie, they would do awesome. And for me, I think they vote off Owen. So, next challenge is Phobia Factor, and I still think the same thing happens. Tyler, you're out. So, next challenge, they have to go to Boney Island, and they have to carry the canoe to Boney Island. Then they have to make a fire. So then they have to swim back, and the first team to make it wins. And really, I think the same thing happens. Goodbye, Izzy. Okay, next challenge is the deer hunt one, which they're hunters and they have to find a deer. And this time, I think Beth doesn't talk back to Heather, which means I think the killer bass would lose. And for me, I think and for me, I'm gonna say Heather does the same thing she does in episode 2, but it happens here. And goodbye, Eva. Okay, so next challenge is the cooking one. This time, they're still gonna lock Heather in the fridge, but Ambassador has that ticket all, so goodbye, Beth. This one is the obstacle course when Didi loses his bunny. DJ still loses it for them, so I think they vote off DJ. Okay, it's time for this challenge now. So it's time for the challenge where it's just gender against gender. Okay, so I think the boys still win. So the boys make it to the match. And it's a non-elimination, so okay. This is when two people return. Instead of Eva and Izzy returning, I'm gonna say Noah and Owen return. Okay, next challenge is when they have to do the dares, and I still think without Eva here, Lashana is gonna win faster. Wait, whoa! I did the wrong challenge. Come on. Okay, so same things happen. Boom. Still agree the same things happen. Same eliminations happen. So this is time for the dares, and I think Lashana still wins this one. So and I think they all vote Heather out. It's where they have to find a key. And without Heather here, I think Trent doesn't get fooled by anybody. Even though I think Lindsay would try to, I don't think it would be successful. So I think with Lindsay doing that, I think they would vote her out. The hide and seek one, I am going to say Cody. I'm going to say Ezekiel wins this one. Cause I'll give Ezekiel a bone. I'll give him that one. Then people that are gonna find people at the Duncan finds Gwen, and Noah finds Owen. So these three are safe. And I think the guys gang up and do the same thing they did to Bridget. Next, ch- next challenge is the bike race, and I think it's gonna be a sad elimination. Like the same thing happens, but like Lashana doesn't like Lashana in the challenge. If she did make a bike, it would have been bad because she doesn't know how to build one. So I still think she wouldn't make it, but I think Cody would make it second. Gwen would make it first because you would let Gwen go first, and Cody is out. So, the next challenge is the Psycho Killer one. Instead of Gwen winning, I think Duncan wins, and they all game up to get Noah out. And this is the Animal Buddy Challenge. I think Ezekiel wins this one since I think he lives on a farm. I think he would be good at animals, so yeah. I think they would really run off Trent here. This is the challenge where they have to be hooked to each other. So, mm, mm, mm. And I really think Duncan and Lashana win again, and they do the same thing. Jeff, I'm sorry, it was a bad elimination, but you're still out. In this one, I think they vote off Gwen, cause I think people would be neutral about Gwen. So I think they would all, and the people here are very likable. So I think they would out vote out Gwen. The next challenge is a non-elimination, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, the next challenge is so Lashana has to work with. They spin a wheel and she has to work with Ezekiel, and I still think Lashana, Lashana and Ezekiel win that since with Ezekiel's speed and Lashana's brawn and brain, they would win. And that one still goes for the um sh- sh- sticky bun. So yeah, I think they would shift their votes off Duncan. Ezekiel is out here, and I still think in a race, I still think Owen wins. So yeah, that's my elimination order. If you don't like it, just say that. But this is my elimination order. So peace.